Hey, everybody. It's Greg coming at you from LaunchCard. Hope all you launchers are doing good today. I'm pretty excited. We're going to share with you an event coming up, and we've scored free tickets for you to get in there and meet and greet with a whole bunch of people. And my Instagram is not streaming, so I'm turning that one off. Boom. Okay, so let me pull on our guest today and make an introduction, and boom, there he is. Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Greg. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Josh is an e-commerce influencer, has been helping people build and scale e-commerce businesses in the 7, 8, and 9, probably even, you got any 10-figure businesses out there yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we all have something to strive for, right?
That's correct.
We've been doing it for a long time. We've known each other, kind of in the world together. And so I heard about what he was doing. I said, hey, it's time for LaunchCart to get out there and get the word out. And I said, hey, I want to sponsor your event and be involved and provide some value. And we got Bert, who's going to be coming and talking on, and we're going to do some stuff on, e-commerce and branding and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to kind of introduce Josh to our community because, first of all, and you can kind of correct me if I'm wrong, but when I started sharing with Josh, which I just started picking up the phone and calling all my friends in the business and sharing what I'm doing, he was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And he's said to me that, hey, let me check it out. Let me get in there. Sounds fantastic. And as we build these feature sets on, he feels very comfortable that we build what we said we're going to build and what we're talking about building, that he's going to start bringing clients and customers onto the LaunchCart platform. And so, he's showing me some love. I'm going to show him some love. But here's the bottom line. If you want to be successful in your e-commerce sales and you want to avoid mistakes and you want to get there faster, you got to follow people and have mentors that have been there, done that. And Josh is one of those trusted guys in my network that I say, yeah, I'm going to introduce Josh to my network. And I'm very, very careful about who I introduce to my network. You guys know that about me. So Josh is here. And so what Josh is going to do is he can talk a little bit about his background, but more importantly, I want him to talk about the event that they're holding, who's going to be speaking there, and why it's worth your time to show up and come there. So does that sound good, Josh?
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, thanks for the intro. I appreciate it. And I'm also super honored to be on here as well, on this live stream with you. I mean, I have nothing but the utmost respect for you and what you've done. And I love what you've done with LaunchCart. I think it's an awesome platform. Shopify better be nervous right now because I think LaunchCart is going to blow them away. So, but yeah, my name is Josh Marsden, and I've been doing this since early 2013. So quite some time, kind of a veteran at this point, over 8 years now, helping e-commerce businesses scale and grow. I previously have been running an agency where I've been helping anywhere between 6 and 8 figure businesses be able to scale and grow by using my unique methodology, which is called the ARM5 formula. It's a unique blueprint for e-commerce businesses to scale by maximizing digital advertising profits by implementing 9 key systems that we've identified that every e-commerce business needs in order to be able to maximize growth from digital advertising, which I feel is the number one traffic channel that every e-commerce business should be using because it's the most controllable, predictable traffic channel out there versus, say, SEO, influencer marketing, etc. And when it comes to creating an e-commerce business and scaling an e-commerce business, you need that predictability. If you don't have predictability, you don't have a business. You have a side business. And nobody gets into e-commerce business wanting a side business. They get into e-commerce because they want to build a real brand that does significant numbers and can really yield a significant quality of life for them, and also can give them a wealth building mechanism as well, where they can sell their e-com brand at some point in the future. So that's a little bit about myself. I've also published a few books. Here's the second of the 2, Facebook Advertising Trends and Strategies for E-commerce 2020 edition, which came out in June of last year. It made #1 in 11 markets on day 1 in 11 different countries, which I was very blessed to experience. And I've been on various popular media such as Entrepreneur on Fire, Superfast Business, Huffington Post, and a number of other places as well over the past 8 years. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm just overall, I'm a normal guy that saw this opportunity to get into e-commerce and to build my own online business and to serve others. Back in late 2012, And then I just jumped into it in early 2013, and I just never looked back. And, my business has grown year after year since then. So that's a little bit about myself.
Very cool. No, thanks for that. Hey, and you know what? Do you have a case of those books? Can I buy like 20 of them? Because I want to use them as giveaways. And if you've got some of those, I'll buy like 20 of them from you. And then I'm always giving away books. So one of my mentors was Charlie Tremendous Jones. Do you ever remember him?
No.
So he was an old timer. He was back in the Dennis Waitley and the Zig Ziglar days, Brian Chasey and that kind of stuff. But anyway, he told me, he says, you become the books you read and the people you hang out with.
That's true.
And he always gave away a book. Every time I saw him, he gave me a book. And I'm like, I'm going to do what he does. Every time I meet people and they come to my office, I have a big stack of books. I give away books. So, and I love giving away books. So that would be a great books to give away, especially in our Ecom Mentor program. So with that being said, what is, I'm trying to, did you put it in the comment box, the chat? Yeah, there it is. There we go. So let's talk about the event. So tell us why you created this event. This isn't the first time you've done this event, by the way. So let's talk about why you created the event and then what the end goal of the event is. And then if it makes sense, I'll show the event as you start talking about some of the speakers and why people should show up and what it could do for their career, their business, and their income.
Sure. Yeah. This is the third online event that I put on. I put on the e-commerce success summit a few years ago. I put on the e-commerce unmasked summit last year, right after COVID happened. And then this year I'm putting on the e-commerce scaling secrets summit. And it's really, really designed to help existing e-commerce businesses learn strategies, tactics, and processes that are step-by-step actionable, taught by 28 of the world's best. And it gives them those strategies, those tactics, those processes that they can implement and get immediate results from. And so the promise is that you're going to learn, not counting the keynote speakers, because we've got a great keynote speaker in Greg S. Reid. We've got another keynote speaker as well to close it out as well. But so you've got 26 strategies, processes, or tactics that are going to be taught to you by industry experts that have literally done probably collectively at least 1 billion in sales. And I'm not joking when I say that. I'm not one to BS anybody. That's the truth. I mean, just two of our copywriters in the summit, Kevin Hill and Stefan Georgi, those two alone have generated over 900 million in sales from their copy work. So I know we've got at least 1 billion in sales represented from all the speakers that I put together here for the summit. When I approached all these speakers, I said, you guys need to provide a step-by-step actionable strategy, process, or tactic. And my goal with that was to really make sure that every single session was super valuable, that gave people immediate results once they took action. I didn't want there to just to be a bunch of people speaking and telling their story and just giving some sort of pie in the sky idea. I wanted it to be proven, tested strategies or tactics or processes that e-commerce businesses could apply to scale their business results further. And so that was the vision of this event. And that's what I put together with this event, with some incredible speakers like Greg and 27 other speakers that are all going to give some super actionable step-by-step strategies, processes, and tactics that can help e-commerce businesses get immediate boost to their bottom line in their business.
It's fantastic. And, a lot of these people are already friends of mine. I'll tell you a quick story about Greg Reid real quick. So Greg Reid, he wrote the book, 4 Feet from Gold. I think it's called 4 Feet from Gold.
I think so, yeah.
Or 3 Feet from Gold, 3 Feet of Gold. And he had a yardstick. And he was working with the Napoleon Hill Foundation and kind of was commissioned to write the next book, in the modern times to kind of go off of Think and Grow Rich. So I know Greg. I went to Greg's event like 1997. I've known Greg forever. And literally he was flying around the world and with this yardstick and getting people to sign up that he was going to interview. And I bumped into him like 6 different flights or something unreal. It was like, what are you doing here? I'm still doing 3 Feet from Gold, 3 Feet from Gold. So every time Greg speaks at my event, or I speak at his event, and we're together, we always tell that little story. And again, it goes back to, he says to me, like I have him on video where he's like, see, Greg was out there making things happen. Greg was out there doing stuff. Greg was getting stuff done. I know it because I saw him on the plane. Where you going? Where you go? Where you going? And it was kind of a cool thing. So I have that cool story. And I'm on the other hand going, no, he really did fly to meet these people because I saw him on this plane, on this flight, this plane, on this flight. It was just really coincidental how that happened.
Was that like because it was 3 yards,
it was 3 feet from goal, so it was a yardstick.
Yeah, it was a yardstick. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Okay, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Yeah, Greg's a great guy. As you know, he's just an incredible speaker. So I know he's going to have like an incredible opening keynote to the event that I am really excited for.
No, he's an amazing speaker, very, very inspirational, very knowledgeable, really, really good guy. I've known Alex Brown too. We did some stuff with him and his brother. And I remember going to a party that they did, a mastermind. It was like a $20,000 mastermind. We did at this big mansion in Beverly Hills that Alex and the guys from the Beard Club put on up in Beverly Hills. That was my first experience at one of those masterminds held in a Beverly Hills mansion. It was pretty intense. And of course, John Lee Dumas has been famous for Entrepreneur on Fire. So I know some of these guys. I don't know all of them, but it really is amazing the lineup you have. So tell people how it's going to work, and then how is it you not charge it? How is it I can get like my $100 ticket for free?
Yeah, great question. So we want to impact as many e-commerce businesses as possible. So we want to give everybody the opportunity to experience all the value and all the impact, and that's why we're doing it free. First and foremost, there is an upgrade option that someone will see when they register, where they can get access to all the recordings plus bonuses, substantial bonuses for a very low investment. So, so there is that opportunity to get access to the recordings for life. But when someone registers 100% for free, they get access to all the content from 72 hours from the time that it goes published. So we have sessions like basically on the hour, every hour, next Monday, next Tuesday, next Wednesday. And when those sessions are released, they can consume that material for the next 72 hours. So we wanted to give like everybody the opportunity to get that impact by registering for the summit. That's why we're doing it for free.
No, and you think about that, and really it's a great strategy because you are giving, so there's two kinds of people in the world, right? There's the givers and the takers, and the givers are the ones that give and help and provide value. And then what happens is that at some point you come across Josh and he has something where you might want to hire him to do this, or you might want to buy something he has, and he's already built that trust for you, right? So all of us digital marketers have been around forever. We're always talking about that. And it's no different in e-commerce. Like, how do you build trust? How do you, seriously, the number one thing with your website and your e-commerce is trust, the trust factor. How do you build trust and how do you do that? And people are going to be talking about all these different facets. And here's the thing that I want to say to everybody. I am a personal development junkie. You can't really see it but there's one bookshelf with about, maybe $40,000 worth of material. There's another bookshelf with probably $40,000 worth of digital content. And I have probably 6 more. I literally have spent over $500,000 on my personal development, between courses and masterminds. And I'm one of these guys that actually opens up and cracks this stuff and watches it and reads it. And I do that because when I want to hire outsourcers, no one can scam me because I know what really is going on. Because I've been scammed so much there's so many posers out there, right? There's so many posers out there. And so when you look at guys like Josh putting this together, the people that he's bringing on, they're not people that these are doers. These are people that have built businesses and stuff. So you need to find a mentor, and then there's different mentors that have different packages and different courses and different things that can help you. And literally, if you allocate the time to increase your knowledge, what have you just done? You've made the best investment of your life. It's better than Wall Street. It's better than stocks. It's better than options. It's the best investment you can make. When you invest in your knowledge and your experience, and not only in that, to your relationships, right? There's not a better investment there is in the world. And people that are patient and really want to get a really business off the ground and build a business and go from 6 to 7 figures to 8 figures, it's all about learning, and it's never ending. You never end. You never stop. So I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be sponsoring it with LaunchCard, where this is our coming out party. I told Josh this is the very first time we're really telling anybody about LaunchCard, and this is one of many. And you know what that also makes me think too, Josh, is I got to come up with some bonus for some people that do because this is a lot of work. It's not like he needs to have some people take the upsells. You're gonna want to buy the recordings. Why wouldn't you want to buy the recordings? And let's say you watch all of them. There's some you're gonna want to go back and watch again. Let's say you can't watch all of them. Like I can't sit and do it for 3 days, but I'll get the recordings and I'll go, hey, I want to watch this one. I want to watch that one. So you're gonna want to really consider about getting that upsell and getting those recordings. And then I need to come up with some bonus that kind of goes with that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everybody should be using LaunchCart anyway. So, it would be great to have LaunchCart as a bonus. Absolutely.
What we could do.
And to your point too, you're right. Even if you have the next 3 days blocked up, Monday through Wednesday, to go through all the sessions, you're going to want to make sure that you really implement the actionable strategies and processes to the T, so to speak, meaning that, you want to follow instructions, very, very closely. And the only way you can really do that is by being the best you can possibly be, which is going back to the textbook, which is going back to the session and making sure that you listen to Alex Brown or myself or you or any of the other speakers and make sure that you implement exactly what we say step by step by step, following every single detail that we share, in our session. So, it's definitely very impactful to have access to those recordings for life. The previous summits were the same way. The previous summits, we had some incredible strategies from various, experts, and each one of them was literally probably like $1 million idea and strategy that was tested and proven that someone could take and use in their business. And I don't foresee that this summit's going to be any different.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And you know what I like to tell people too, and it's hard. If you haven't experienced this, you're thinking, oh, that's, Greg blowing smoke. This is the fact. You're one product, one strategy away from changing your life. Seriously, one product, one strategy. It can be a product, it can be a strategy. Maybe it's a combination of both. But seriously, I remember the first time we did like a $250,000 day. I was like, I can't even believe this is possible. 17,000 orders in one day. It blew my mind, right? And it was because we had the right strategy and the right product, the right product. And I remember back when we were doing t-shirts going back to like 2016, 2017, we had this Groovy Grandma's t-shirts. And there was a group of us collectively, we sold over 50,000 these Groovy Grandma t-shirts. And I thought it was the ugliest design I'd ever seen in my life. But so that just shows you, I always tell people, I'm a marketing guru and I'm really good at what I do, but I'm only right half the time. The market's right 100% of the time. So, think about that. You're only one strategy away from doing that. So here's what I want to do. Add $50 of launch coin credits to anybody who does the upsell. Now they have to go to LaunchCart to get their account, but if they get the upsell and they get a LaunchCart account, we'll put $50 of launch coin credits in their wallet that they can use in our design marketplace, where we have thousands and thousands of designs for everyone doing print on demand.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay. Sounds good. We'll get it in
All
there.
right. Well, with that being said, do you have any other comments? I really wanted to just get on and introduce you, and then we're going to email the database to come watch this and get everyone, just promote this as best we can for everyone to get involved.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everything. No, I'm excited. Next week's going to be powerful for everybody that's going to be attending. We're going to be delivering a lot of value, a lot of impact, myself and the other 27 speakers. So I'm excited, and I hope to see everybody, in next week's summit.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it, Josh. With that being said, you guys do what we do. Wake up every day with an attitude. Let me try that again. Do what we do. See, I usually say we do what I do, and it screwed me up. But I'm like, you probably do this too. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. You have a better day. We're signing off. Peace. Comment below, and we'll answer your comments. Let us know. Hey, comment below. Share this. Tell 2 people about it. Tell 3 people about it. Share this video. Share the links. Help promote this event. It's free. We want to promote e-commerce. It's booming. You're going to be doing people a favor. So with that being said, thanks, everybody. Peace. Hey, hang on, Josh. I'll be right there.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, thanks, guys.